Hey everybody, Sam back once again. Yes, Sony Xperia Z1 versus HTC One in a screen comparison. So, which one's going to win? Let's find out. So yes, the HTC One on the left and the Sony Xperia Z on the right. Now, I've done this test in the past against the Xperia Z and the HTC One. Now, let's just get it out of the way. I believe the Z screen was awful. I believe the HTC One screen was amazing. So yeah, I'm now going to do the Z one, which is Sony's new take on the screen, and it uses the new Triluminous Bravia, whatchamacallit. It's a lot of mumbo jumbo as the kind of names they do stick out there. Has it improved over the Sony Xperia Z? Yes, the Z one is a much better screen than the Z. So the Z one, sorry, is better than the Z. So many different bloody names. It is a much better display. Is it as good as the HTC One? I'm going to say straight off the bat, I don't believe so, no. I do believe the HTC One's still got a better display. These are now both at 50%. I'm going to put them both to full, so you can kind of see how bright the actual displays go at the same time. And I'm going to show you the same images on both screens, roughly at the same time, kind of pull them both towards the camera and kind of push them away from the camera. So, let's jump into this. Let's jump into it. So, there we've got the little frog. And we'll also load a frog up on this one as well. Now, these images are actually from the Sony device, so it's not being unfair towards, the Sony. I've been as fair as possible. I've tried to be over fair by giving them the images that come on this device. So, as you can see there, that is a front-on image. Which do you prefer? To be fair, there's not a massive difference. The HTC one's a little bit brighter, from what I can see. From my angle, I can see this one, I can't see this one properly. This seems to come off a little bit better on camera than it does in real life, which is a bit strange. So I'm hopefully going to try and tilt them at the same degree at the same time. So hopefully you can kind of see on there. You can still see the HTC One. Within the actual Xperia Z1, it's kind of like a bit of a yellowy, greeny kind of mosh. Don't get me wrong, when it's looking like that face on, even better face on, they both look absolutely fantastic. I think this may even look a bit better face on. But as soon as you get a little bit or an angle as such, it's a pretty steep angle to be fair. I would never try and watch a device at this kind of angle. But yeah, as you can see there, the HTC One screen still does look a little bit better. Certainly to my eyes anyway. So let's jump out of that one and we will go to the next one, which is this one on both devices. And again, this image is from the Sony Xperia Z1. It's one of the stock images that come on there. So again, we're hopefully going to try and show you again. Going to go like that. Once again, kind of see the Xperia Z1 is a little bit white and a little bit washy. Whereas hopefully you can kind of see that. Hopefully it's coming off properly for you. You can still see the HTC One screen. This looks brighter, but you can't see as much detail. Or at least I can't. Again, it's all down to your own personal preference, which one you do prefer. So once again, we're going to bring them forward and we'll bring them forward as well. So you can kind of choose which one you do prefer. It's all down to personal preference. Now, I own the HTC One. I have ordered a Sony Xperia Z1. So when somebody would say I'm biased, yeah, I love both devices, so sue me. Next one we're going to go to is this bad boy here. And once again, same image, 1080p displays. So we're going to put them away this way. Hopefully again, you kind of just see the difference between them. Seems a lot brighter on the Xperia Z1. I was going to say Xperia Z and then 1. And the HTC One seems a little bit darker. They are both at 50%. And once again, we bring them closer like that. Yeah, and as you can see, it does look a bit brighter on the actual Z1 itself. And last image, is certainly not least, I believe it's this image I've got. Maybe the next one. Here we go, it's this one here. So once again, we'll do it this way first, Sam. So pop it all that way. This one kind of shows it off a little bit better. You kind of see it's very, very washy. Whereas on this one, it is still readable. So I'll put with this same angle. And last but not least, this way down here again. And boom. Now, I am not in any way saying this is a bad screen. I actually like the screen on this one. And the viewing angles are perfectly fine for me. I've done this test because a lot of people wanted to see it. That's the reason why I've done this video for you guys and gals. Do I believe that it's worth getting this over this just for the screen? Probably not, because I believe the camera's better on this one, and camera's important to me. Plus, I kind of like the 5-inch display. And as you can see, there's not a massive difference in size. Yeah, the Z1's a little bit taller, but there's not a massive difference in it in everything else, but you get a bigger screen. So personally, I like the Z1 screen. I love the HTC One screen. Would I choose one over just because of the screen? No, because they're both fantastic in everyday kind of usage. People just want to kind of see the extremes on the angles. So again, that's at 50%. I'm now going to put the brightness up to 100%, and you're going to be like, what the hell, I can't even see the screen, Sam. And this is the whole point of this test. The whole point of this part of the test anyway. So we'll go into display, and we've got brightness and 100. Now you can probably tell the Xperia Z1 screen is a lot brighter than the HTC One screen. So hopefully I can kind of show you on face on. It is a lot brighter in like normal usage. And believe it or not, this looks better when it's brighter. So it doesn't seem as washed out when it's face on. So I'm just going to load up those same images. I'll jump back into it, Sam. So there's the same image on both. Now, as you can see, it's a lot brighter on the actual Z1 over the HTC One. You can still kind of make out some of the details. And we'll go back into this one. And then boom. Same image once again. Again, we'll try and show you the viewing angle. You can see here how bright the screen is. You can see where the blacks are meant to be black, whereas in the Z1 they're more of a pale grey. And once again, same image again. And we'll put them like that. And last but not least, back to the green kind of gecko-y kind of fishy dude, whatever it is. And once again, go look out with it again. And that's it, people. That is the Sony Xperia Z1 against the HTC One in a head-to-head kind of battle for screen versus screen. Again, it's all down to personal preference, which one you prefer. I mean, I wouldn't pick this one over this one just because of a better screen. That's my personal preference. You may choose it. The HTC One has got a better display, but there's not a massive gap as there was with the Sony Xperia Z and the HTC One. That one was night and day for me personally, whereas this one, if I give it out of 10, let's say 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10. So yeah, there's not a massive difference. It's just for those that want to see those viewing angles, yes, they're still not perfect on the Z1, but they're acceptable. And again, I've already ordered my device, so what can I say? That kind of speaks volumes for me personally. Anyway, people, I appreciate watching this one. It's probably been a bit longer than you expected, this one, isn't it? Yeah, longer than I expected as well. Anyway, I appreciate you watching. If you've got any questions, leave those comments down below. If you want to hit that like button, it is very much appreciated, and it really does help every one of my videos. And subscribe for more videos. Anyway, people, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Cheers, everyone.